Hey, today in Brother Cowboy's Garage, we're going to be talking about something that looks like this. Have you ever seen anything that looks like that? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today in Brother Cowboy's Garage. So hang on and watch what this is all about. So what you saw has something to do with, if you have one of these, you're going to need the supplies of plywood. I've got right here a piano hinge, a handle, two handles. You got your screws. You got screws here. You got your tape measure, a pencil, and you're going to need a drill with the correct drill bit. And we're going to get started on making something that for anyone who has one of these and you like to pull it behind your motorcycle, we're going to show you how to get more space without losing space. Okay, what I did, I got ahead of myself and I forgot to show you something. So what I did, I took my trailer on the inside of it. You can go get something like construction paper, cardboard. And what you want to do, you want to lay that cardboard down in the very bottom portion of the trailer. And get you an X-Acto knife or a utility knife, and you want to cut that out so that it forms the bottom shape of your trailer. And I didn't do that on camera, but what I did, I made myself a pattern. And I don't know if you can see it here, but if you can see, I drew the line and made a pattern of the bottom of the shape of the inside of my trailer. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this line out. We're going to cut all this stuff out. You see it pretty good? There you go. Get a little closer there. So what that is, I forgot to tell you another thing. You're going to need some Gorilla adhesive spray, or any kind of adhesive spray will do, because you're going to put carpet on there. You're going to get the same carpet that's going to be on the inside of your trailer. Also, you're going to need some kind of jigsaw. If you're good with jigsaw, I like DeWalt. DeWalt's one of my favorites, so I use DeWalt. And that was the reason for the pencil, to trace that line. So I'm gonna set the camera up so you can watch me cut this thing out, and then we're gonna go to the next step and we're gonna get this thing done. Now this next portion is for the piano hinge. You're going to put a piano hinge here so you'll be able to lift it from the front, because this trailer has a front opening and a rear opening. And the reasoning for putting a piano hinge on here, okay, say you're on a trip and your trailer has a flat tire and you've got all your clothes and all your things on top of this false floor that you're making. Instead of having to take all of your things out, you're going to be able to take a handle, put a handle here, put a handle there, depending on where you put your jack, your lug nut, and things that you need to get to that spare tire that's going to be underneath this. You won't have to take everything out of the trailer. All you have to do is go to the section where you keep your jack, where you keep your tires, and just raise it up. Push everything forward or push everything back and get underneath and raise it up and get what you need. So that's the reason for the line. We're going to cut that and we're going to put a piano hinge on it, and we'll get to the next phase. Okay, here what I'm doing, I measured across, and a cross measurement from here to here is 23 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this thing at 23 inches exactly. And I'll make a mark here. It'll be hard to see it on brown, but I'll make it work. We're going to go 23 right there. Okay, there's my mark. We're going to take it into the saw and cut it off. Okay, got little burrs on there, so we're gonna grind that down a little bit so it'll be a little smooth, so we don't have any sharp edges. Much better. I'm going to mark this like this so I'll know which end, which is the top and which is the bottom, because the carpet is going to go on this part. I'm going to do what I like to do. The other end, when you raise it up like this, you're going to see it. So I want to burn it. Put that burn stain look in there. So that's the next phase. That should make it better, easier to go. So we can go from this way. So there, if you've got stuff on the front, your jack and everything underneath, you can go from here, pull the stuff up, or you can go from here, pull the stuff up, get your stuff out from under. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to put on the carpet, and then we're going to put our handles on, and that'll be it. Okay, now that we've got the the piano hinge on, the next thing we're going to do, and the last thing that we're going to do, is we're going to put our carpet on. We're going to cut it out, and then we're going to put our two handles, one for the front and one for the rear. That way, when you on that trip, you need to get something underneath the false floor, you don't have to take everything out. You can push the stuff that you need up toward the front if you got stuff at the back you need to get to, and vice versa. You can turn around and push the stuff from the front to the back. Reach under there, get what you need. Okay, on this part, what's going to happen is I've got this rubber liner. I'm going to take this rubber liner. It's going to be on the bottom portion first, and it'll give the padding, the carpet that I have here, it's going to give the carpet a little cushion, so it'll kind of have a little softness to it, so when you put your things on it, it's not just hard. So let's get started with that first. Okay, now that I've got my little pattern cut out, listen, the pattern doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see it. It's going to be underneath the carpet that's there. So I've got the pattern. I'm going to cut it in half right where the piano hinge connects. So I'm going to cut on this side and I'm going to cut on this side. And then I'm going to use that glue, that spray adhesive, and we're going to glue this down so that it will sit still. Probably would have been better if I used the X-Acto knife, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So we're going to lay this down like this, glue it, Fill it up and it'll be ready to go. So now we will take the adhesive and spray it. So right now that is the false floor that's going to go on the bottom of the trailer. I'm going to show you how it looks on the inside. I've got 2 handles on it, and this is what it looks like finished. So you'll have a handle here in the back, so if you're got some stuff underneath the back, you just grab your handle, raise it up, and see, this is what I'll see, the beautiful burned part. But you got one in the back, and you'll be able to also raise it from the front. Those 2 slots that are cut out right here will go, because there's 2 handles for the frame on the inside. So we've got it inside now. Let's see what it looks like. So you didn't really give up very much space. You still got your floor that looks like it's the original floor, but you can actually grab the handle, pull it up. You got your little junk underneath, whatever you got there. This is the back portion. You have also the front, and you'll see why those little slats that I cut out, they fit right there. Those 2 slats right there, they go right down inside. So if you have something in the front, you can also raise it up and you can get to your stuff under the front. So that's it for today. This is for people who have trailers. You can do the same thing. You don't have to do the exact same one, but in other words, whatever your trailer looks like on the inside, you can put some construction paper down there, trace it, make your frame, and then make a pattern with that trace cutout, so that you will have the exact bottom for your trailer. And you can do the same thing. I mean, you don't give up a lot of space. You basically have just enough for your spare tires to fit under there, and your jack and everything that you need. So there you go, extra space for your trailer without giving up space. That's what it is for today in Brother Cowboy's Garage. Stay tuned for some more good old motorcycle stuff.